So there's something that I would consider to be thrilling news, especially when it comes to Polkadot. Now, nothing I say is financial advice. However, even still, despite DOT, which is Polkadot's native token, being below $2, basically, something pretty amazing happened, and I think that is how 21 Shares recently launched the 21 Shares Polkadot ETF, in which case, I think it's pretty cool. Now, people like to say, okay, why is DOT still so low? Well, okay, this type of stuff may not affect it right now, but it could maybe do it later on if, let's say, the sentiment were to change. Keep in mind, according to something called sentiment, alt-season discussions basically on social media and stuff like that, it's pretty much hit rock bottom territory, right? These are levels we haven't seen in a very long time. So naturally, what does that mean? Because Polkadot's native token called DOT, it's an altcoin, naturally, the sentiment just isn't the best. But here's the thing, even with Polkadot 2.0, even with aspects of elastic scaling in regard to Polkadot 2.0, and also on top of that, we take a look at now the 21 Shares Polkadot ETF, I think all of this right here just doesn't make sense for me to give up, especially right now with DOT being below $2, because again, I'm looking to basically dollar cost average at a low point as possible. And here's the thing, I was even excited when it comes to Polkadot before Polkadot 2.0 and before this 21 Shares Polkadot ETF, let alone right now that there are those things, right? Again, Polkadot 2.0, the 21 Shares ETF, yet DOT is below $2. So am I going to complain? The answer is no, actually, because I'm still dollar cost averaging. Again, I am not telling anyone to do anything, but this is just my mindset. However, if I take a look at it as well, Polkadot, as of right now, people like to say no one's really going to care about it. But here's the thing. If let's say DOT, which is, again, Polkadot's native token, if that just went back to the market cap that it had back in December of 2024, which was around 16 billion, as of right now, we're over 6 times lower than that. Over 6 times. Now, keep in mind, people like to say, well, okay, no one really cares about that. But again, we're over 6 times lower than that. Am I going to be complaining? The answer is no, because what happens if it just goes back there? So basically anything I dollar cost average as of right now, if it just goes back to where it was in December of 2024, you know, if it does ever do that, we'll wait and see. But if it does, I'll be dancing, you know. Time to go to Sizzler. That's the way to take a look at it. Doesn't even need an altcoin season, right? I mean, we just saw DOT reach around a 16 billion market cap without an altcoin season. I mean, we just saw that. That's the thing. So when people like to tell me, oh, you know, when it comes to DOT, it's not doing good whatsoever. Well, again, yeah, but my intent is to dollar cost average. So preferably I like to dollar cost average at as low of a point as possible. Again, preferably. So that way I can maybe hypothetically go along with the journey later. Because in theory, right, the lower something is to a floor, the ceiling is farther away. So yeah, you know, I just haven't given up when it comes to Polkadot. So I think this 21 Shares Polkadot ETF resembles, I think, first of all, maybe the fundamentals of Polkadot, because again, something like 21 Shares, I don't think they'd care about a project that they think is useless. I don't think that would be the case. So of course, I think naturally it might showcase that Polkadot does have good fundamentals, which I do agree with that if someone were to say that, because I like its focus. It's focused on interoperability, focus on connecting blockchains together, basically. And there's many blockchains out there. Many of them can't freely interact with one another. What could help them? Maybe, in some cases, Polkadot. But yeah, we'll wait and see. So I like the use case overall when it comes to Polkadot. And here's the thing. Even with all of this going on as of right now, keep in mind, the all-time low when it comes to DOT, it's like around $1.13. So we're not even that far off from the all-time low. So again, we're so close to the basic floor, basically. Well, I said basic 2 times, but I think you get what I mean, right? We're so close to the floor, really, at least historically, the all-time low when it comes to DOT. And yet all of this is happening when it comes to Polkadot. Makes no sense for me to give up. This is personally just my perspective. Again, even though nothing I say is financial advice. However, here's the thing. When it comes to Polkadot, people like to tell me, oh, this is going to be forgotten about. Well, I think it's pretty difficult. This is the way to take a look at it, because it would be easy for me to think that way if Polkadot was like not really focused on an important niche, and also if it's not really that popular. But Dot has over 1 million holders, first of all, right? Not to mention what is arguably the most popular project out there that's focused on interoperability. Arguably, I would say it's Polkadot. What do people usually think about when they think about layer zeros? A lot of the people that I know, they usually think about Polkadot. Cosmos is pretty popular, but again, Polkadot's just way more massive, right, in terms of popularity. Is a project like that so easily forgotten about? I highly doubt it, but we'll wait and see. Dot, as of right now, is currently ranked 33rd in the world in terms of market cap within this space. Is it really that feasible for a project like that to get forgotten about? Keep in mind, a lot of people like to tell me, oh, Luna Classic is going to do this and do that. Some people like to tell me that. Luna Classic, seriously? First of all, way smaller market cap than something like Dot, right? And also on top of that, what is really the use case when it comes to Luna Classic? I mean, come on. Polkadot, at least it has a viable use case in my opinion. Over 1 million holders. And also, I just recently saw the 21 shares Polkadot ETF. So if, let's say, Luna Classic, for whatever reason, some people think it could make it, why can't Dot? Right? If something that's way smaller in terms of market cap could, why can't this? This is sometimes my mindset. So if someone were to ask me, oh, Luna Classic or this, now I can't make a decision for anyone, by the way, right? I can only speak on my behalf. I can't tell anyone to do anything. That's the thing. But if I take a look at Luna Classic, I mean, it's currently ranked 127th in the world, so it's still not like irrelevant. I mean, it's still pretty popular, but if that could make it, why can't Dot? Again, right? I mean, Luna Classic has around a 230 million market cap. Dot market cap is well above 2 billion, so again, sure, Luna Classic has a way smaller market cap, but if someone asked me that or this, I'm definitely going to be choosing Polkadot. This is my mindset. Again, I am not telling anyone to do anything. Polkadot, to me, I think it represents something to be pretty cool, I think, in my perspective, because if I take a look at it, even Kusama, I think it plays kind of a unique role when it comes to Polkadot. It is Polkadot's canary network. It's basically a place where a lot of developers typically kind of test out the project before maybe later moving on to Polkadot. That's the way you take a look at it. And, Kusama hasn't done the best, neither has Polkadot, but still, at the same time, at least something like Kusama exists. So I'm still waiting, still staying patient, and yeah, that's about it. But I'm dollar cost averaging once a month, but that's just personally what I'm doing. But I just thought it was pretty thrilling news, right? Seeing the 21 shares Polkadot ETF, especially at a time like this, as of right now, and that's still going on. Yeah, I find that pretty impressive, and I think that might showcase how some large entities out there still see something when it comes to Polkadot, at least fundamentally. So yeah, I'm just not giving up, but that's just my mindset as of right now.